Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 5 of the series with Blackburn Rovers on Football Manager 17. Today we're taking on league leaders Huddersfield Town, who also has a series by Buda FM. Now, imagine most of my subs will follow him, but if you don't, the link will be down below. It's a fantastic channel to watch. Go and check him out. Other than that, let's just get straight into the review since last time. So the last time we played Newcastle, who we actually played in 2 days' time. Such a lovely bit of fixture congestion in this championship. So after that we lost 3-1 to Huddersfield, who we played today. Liam Henderson getting a consolation goal. To be fair, we didn't deserve anything from the game. We then beat Preston 2-1, despite having a man sent off. It was a bit tuck and go for a lot of the game, but nonetheless a win is a win. We then followed that up with a win over 10 men of Brighton, although we scored when they still had 11, so that was good. We then drew 2-2 with Reading, Kotongo and Mulgrew scoring, Lewis Graven getting 2 back for them, and then a 2-1 defeat, a late sort of consolation from Sam Gallagher, who came off the bench. The only other bit of news really is if we go to under 23s, you'll see Anthony Stokes. He's also wanted by half of the world. Unfortunately still can't get a bid. Basically, after I think it was the 2-1 win against Preston, I basically said we have to do better against better opposition. Whole team responded well apart from Stokes. He came to me and bitched, and I basically told him to stop bitching. He said, well, I want to leave then. I was like, woohoo, happy days. Offered him out. There was a lot of clubs that sort of showed a bit of interest but had reasons why they didn't bid. And the reality is it's going to be difficult to offload him because he is on big wages. If we can see Anthony Stokes, he is on £8,500 a week. It's a lot of money, and a lot of the clubs that are interested in him are at a much lower level, which also highlights that he isn't really cut out for this level either. So this game here, we're going to start with Buckley and Lowe. If Lowe is back from injury, he's not, so we're actually going to start with Arambe. Never mind, I didn't see that little notification next to him. Should have checked his fitness though and I would have known. Up top we're going to actually start with the man who's come in to replace Stokes, which is Daniel Butterworth. Danny Graham not quite ready yet, but we're going to bring him back onto the bench. The only other thing I need to do actually is slightly higher, because we're not playing with Gordon Greer, which means we can actually afford to do that, and it presses the other team a bit higher up the pitch, which is a preferred way. I prefer to use this tactic. You also see I now have the 5-2-1-2. It's the 3-5-2. This is the basic gist of it. I would call it 3-5-2 anyway, but the game's registered as a 5-2-1-2. I suppose maybe that's the way other games would register as well. When we go back to this, I don't need to switch them around. Okay, that's good. Also adjusted set pieces slightly. I've not scored that many from set pieces this year, which I thought was a bit strange considering how overpowered my corner tactic was previously. So I've made some slight adjustments. Hopefully that will make a difference. And we need to give the young lad a Butterworth squad number, so we'll do that. It's his first start for us. But my staff have been raving about this guy for a little while. So hopefully he can come out of the blocks and do well. We've also made one more signing for January. I'm not going to do that, go into it, because we'll just go with that actually, because I'll cover that in the next episode. But guess you could call it a sort of marquee signing. It's not really, but we'll say it sort of is. Butterworth kicks off to Henderson. Arambari. Never going to get happy saying that name. Diakate. This is probably just a nothing highlight as John Buckley brings it forward. Good ball into Craig Conway, who loses out to Smith, and sort of end of highlight, but it was end of highlight. Craig Conway's also attracted quite a bit of interest from Rangers. I will accept, as much as I would like to keep him at the end of the season until I switch to the 3-5-2. If we can get like £1 million for him, I will just snap accept that. There's also one other striker I'm looking at getting for next season. His contract's up at the end of the season, but he's not willing to talk to me yet because he wants to keep his options open. What in the world was that, David Raya? Izzy Brown scored. This is a fantastic finish. It's absolutely awful. It's just a P-roller. And I'm not even convinced he's onside either. But Raya should be doing a lot better there. That's frustrating. 3 minutes in, we're already 1-0 down. Buckley. Arambari. Mulgrew. Yambe. We also play Huddersfield again very soon because we've got through them in the FA Cup, so I'm not expecting any progression again in that cup. Sadly, not a good draw for us, but we will make do. Kerchunga into Casey Palmer. Oh, he's gone past Diakate, and he's got about 10 men in the box to aim for, and Hogg has fluffed it. Absolute fluff from Hogg there. It gives us away. We should have really been 2-0 down inside at very early stages there. Smith with the throw in. It's away only as far as Hogg. Moy. Conway intercepts. Butterworth. Buckley. Henderson. That's lovely into Bennett. He can't do anything with it though. Makes the goalkeeper work at least, so that's a positive sign. Kind of looking forward to being able to adjust this team and make it my team rather than what it currently is. A collection of players which I don't rate at all. It's a simple way of describing this team. Palmer to Naki Wells. Lova. Got to call him Low, but I remember on Butch series he got criticised for calling him Low and was told to call him Lova. So I'm going to go with it and hope that the people that told him it's right. So Bennett back to David Raya. Launched away. Conway never getting there. That guy. Kerchunga now. It's end of highlight. Palmer. Buckley, good header into Conway. Liam Henderson, surrounded by 3, finds Buckley again. Back into Conway. Lovely ball to Arambari in space. Time to take a couple of touches. Finds Bennett. He's looking for a bit of support. He's going to find it with Liam Henderson. He's got Conway there. Conway straight at Ward. Finds himself in that kind of space quite a lot since he moved them on to the left, Craig Conway, and he just never finishes the chances. The other thing is Danny Graham got injured. Mentioned it briefly, that's why he's not selected today. But just before he got injured, he was starting to find some form, find some goals. He scored 2 in that Newcastle game. I think he scored maybe 1 against Preston, which was when he got injured. And then that injury sort of just hopefully not killed his momentum, but it does worry me that it has. Henry clears to Moy, well, only as far as Moy I should say, and his shot is just over the bar. Apologise if you heard a little bump there. I accidentally kicked my cupboard door. My computer's now in my bedroom. For if you didn't miss the last episode, you'll know the reason. If you've seen the last episode, sorry, you'll know the reasons for that. But basically, I moved it into my bedroom for the longevity of the channel and for future progression. I didn't have to move it again too much. Although I will have to dismantle it when my carpets come. I believe they're coming on Tuesday. Hopefully this video is up by then, because hopefully my internet will support uploads without taking 3.5 years. So hopefully the video is out before the carpets arrive. I'm going to record sort of the next couple of episodes today as well, so that I can just focus on editing and slowly upload them, probably overnight in the meantime, because that's sort of the only time I'm going to be able to do it. Because the way my internet's working right now is as soon as I start uploading, the internet is gone. We're going to bring on Guthrie and Madison. Kerchunga, it's a good ball. Oh, dear God. 3 guys there, and Diakate's put it into his own net. Game's blaming Arambe. 3 guys here. Comes in and you just see the 3 guys are all in the one spot. And Diakate is the poor guy that puts it in the back of his own net. Don't know why you would touch the ball with the right foot there as a defender when you don't know nobody's behind you. You would expect a shout from the goalkeeper, but still not happy with that in any way, shape or form. We're going to bring on Danny Graham for the last little while of this game. Butterworth not really performing. Was an interesting game to give him a debut in, to be fair. Maybe I should have saved Danny Graham for the Newcastle game in a couple of days though. Lolly. Hogg. Oh, that's a decent save from Rhea. Good strong hand to turn it round the post. The 3-5-2 I'm going to be playing as well will be much more counter-attacking. So I'm trying to find players that are going to suit that system. I've got a massive shortlist with a lot of them really having contracts expiring at the end of the season. The problem is I've got no transfer budget to actually sign the transfer fees or the agent fees or whatever. So that's the issue I've got. I'm hoping to maybe make some funds up in January, but at the same time I'm not really sure who I've got that I can sell. Arambe to Danny. Absolutely pathetic shot there, Danny Graham. Got to hit that with at least a bit of power if you're not going to place it. Mulgrew loses out to Naki Wells. It's over to Payne. Rhea makes another good save. Excuse me. Voice is starting to go. I'm trying to cough to keep it going. Lolly. Good ball in towards the back post. Guthrie clears. Somebody's sleeping on the edge of the area. Who was it? Bennett. Completely asleep. Not happy with that, son. Mulgrew heads forward, only as far as Payne though. Naki Wells. Hogg. Brown. Hogg again. Wells. Lolly. He's put it wide. The cross would have been a better option there. He had 4 men free at the back post. We're getting away with this game, lads. I'm looking forward to this rebuild job. That's the one thing I will say for this, is I'm looking forward to this rebuild job because it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it will prove my squad building skills if I can come out with it and pick up a team that's at least able to match, if not do better than this, on less wages would be ideal. Because a lot of these guys are on wages that are just downright ridiculous for what they offer the team. That's in behind for Brown. He's put it wide. Another chance goes begging for Huddersfield, but they're 2-0 up anyway, so it's irrelevant. But how it's only 2, I do not know. That's a great ball from Conway, straight into Bennett. A great touchdown. Why would you shoot from there? Just why? I kind of wish I had a camera so you could see reactions like that. It is in the works. It's just getting the finances together to get it. Couple of minutes left of injury time, and then that will be the game. Nyambe's throwing will end it, I would imagine. In fact, indeed it does at the John Smiths. It's Huddersfield 2, Blackburn 0. Another fairly average performance from us. I want to say we play better off camera, but the reality is we haven't been. Yeah, so that will end this episode, guys. The next episode we will come back for the first game of February, which will be GWFM's Leeds United. So no excuses for that. We need to beat them because, much like the second episode of this series, the reason why I done Leeds then was because I want to get one over in GW's Leeds United. So hopefully we can do it at Ewood Park. We'd failed to do it at Ellen Road. It's 1, 2, 3, 6 games away, so it's about right anyway. And then that'll give us a January transfer window review at the same time. So I will hopefully catch you all then. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Thank you very much.